I get this question a lot, and so I figured I'd make a video on it. For reference, I went to Stanford Business School, went in 2018, graduated in 2020, and I actually feel so strongly about this topic because one, I really struggled with the decision to go to business school or not. And two, I feel like if you talk to most people about their MBAs, they tend to rave about it and say very positive things and recommend it universally. And while I am incredibly thankful for my experience, there are a lot of things I wish I did know. And I think it is a very expensive decision, both in terms of literal money and opportunity cost. And I think just universally recommending it is just like a little irresponsible. I actually wrote a 10-page Notion doc, literally dissecting almost every part of this decision making. So if you want it and you're actually thinking about it, I'm happy to send it to you. Feel free to comment. But just to break down a little bit of that, I basically outline the four main reasons that people go to business school, right? Academics, professional benefit, usually to pivot careers, social life, and then personal growth. And I actually give my ranking and grades for each of these things. I'll go through all of them, but I'll highlight academics. I think surprisingly, academics is something that you would expect, especially top tier universities, to be amazing for. And I actually found them to be the most disappointing part of the experience for me. I had amazing professors. I have some of the best relationships with some of my old professors even today, and so I'm very grateful for that. But I found the vast majority of the classes I took to not be either that interesting or relevant to what I was doing, which felt arduous when it was taking away time from things that I wanted to be doing, whether it was building my own company, meeting other classmates of mine, exploring new interests, etc. And my hot take on this especially is that if you have a business background, going to business school, you're not really there for the academics. You're not learning all of that much. And I'd say if you're coming from a non-business background, I think these academics will be more interesting and helpful to that kind of person on average. That being said, I think if your goal is to learn accounting or learn marketing, there are better ways of getting literal industry knowledge than it is to, go get an MBA. This is not the main reason I would go. And then second, I would say on professional benefit, most people go to business school because they want to pivot careers or experiment in some way. And I would say this is probably the thing that I wish that more people did more nuanced diligence on. Every MBA program is different. And I think actually besides the academics, besides the culture of the school, the biggest thing to diligence really is, does your business school that you're maybe going to feed into the industry and the type of jobs that you actually want? And do they actually literally have relationships with those specific companies? Let's take big tech as an example. If you want to be a PM at Google, does your school actually have a relationship with Google where Google comes to campus and takes resumes from your class? That is extremely important to know in advance. I think most people think that, getting an MBA or a higher degree will automatically make you a better candidate for these roles, and that's just not always true.